Hey, what is up, y'all? I am just coming on here really quickly. We're just going to have a little conversation, and I just want to encourage you a little bit. And then I'm going to get to the things I need to get to because it is chaotic around here. I'm just going to let you know, okay? Um, First, I have to say, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to The Walk Live. Listen, for all you've been rocking with me since day one, thank you so much. I appreciate you. There's your heart. That's your heart. Okay, beating. All right. Now, for all of you who are new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like what you see and what you hear. My name is Sakima. I post on this channel every Tuesday. And what do I post on this channel? I post different nuggets, different lessons that God has given me along my journey, my walk with Him. And they've helped me chip away at some of the barriers that have been in my path. And my hope is that by sharing, that these things will help you as well. So that's what we on here to do, okay? And you might see me post different things from time to time. You might see me vlogging, you might see me interviewing, you might see me doing whatever. It's just life is going to be on here. I like to say when you come to this channel, you'll find inspiration, you'll find laughter, and you'll find life. So if that's what you came for, I got you. Now, you know what I like to do? I like to give you an opportunity if you haven't already and you know that you want to. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I don't want you to miss anything. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload, okay? So, listen, some of you might be like, I have seen some videos, but I haven't gotten to subscribe. This is your perfect time. I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna let you do that. And for those of you who are like, this is my first time, and I just love her though already, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna support her. She asked me to, I'm gonna do it. Then please feel free. That helps me out. I am so thankful for that. That helps me get this word out to others that really need to hear it. And you guys, from week to week, if you watch something that really speaks to you, chances are it's going to speak to someone else. So please share it. Share this. Share the word so that others can be inspired as well. So I'm going to give you the opportunity though. So I'm just going to say sure. You go ahead right here. Whatever you got to do. Just push the buttons. All the buttons. Okay, I see what you did. You hit that subscribe button. Listen, let me tell you something. I am so grateful. And you are in for a journey, okay? This is going to be a ride, okay? Because this is real life, okay? And it's chaotic, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But anyway, just let me tell you thank you and welcome to the family. So listen, as I said earlier, today I just want to come on and encourage you. We're just going to have a little chit chat. It has been chaotic. I don't know about you, but I'm a parent, okay? And you know that you got these kids, school just started back and all this other stuff. Some of you might be like in classes or school or whatever. Listen, you doing your thing at the same time and you got to work. What? What? So if that is you, listen, or if you're just somebody who is overwhelmed, just chaos all around, you might be like, look at this. I'm gonna show you this. See, y'all see the pretty stuff, and really you can see some of it right here, but look at this laundry, okay? This is laundry that has taken over my living room. Yes, I'm in the middle of folding this laundry and yeah, everything's fine. So I just wanted to come on and encourage you during this chaotic time in your life, and it may not even just be the things that I named I've named a few things, but trust me, even for me, that's not even all of it. I want to encourage you to continue to put your confidence and your hope and your trust in God, because the things that are around you are designed to make you get to a place where it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot. And it's a dual thing. So on one hand, the enemy means it to cause your complete demise. If you haven't seen, what is it? I don't know what the name of it is. I'm gonna find it. But anyway, it was talking about your vision, basically, like seeing one side of it, the way that God sees it, and the way that the enemy sees it or means it to look in your life. So on one hand, all of this stuff that's around you, it is meant to break you. It is meant to make you feel so overwhelmed that you feel like you just cannot. I just can't. On the other hand, these things are supposed to push you back to the Father. That is God saying, hey, focus on me. You see all this around you? That is a lot. Yes, I understand that, but I want you to focus on me. I want you to look to me for the strength that you need to be able to endure this. Lately, my prayer has been, God, give me the heart. Give me everything I need for the journey ahead. I know that I cannot do this on my own. And I'm like, Lord, give me what I need, please. And so I've been trying to work on putting my confidence in God. And it's easy to let this stuff overtake you. So it's really a conscious decision that you have to get up every morning to make, like every morning. I am just beginning to do the things that I know would just really speak to me before, things that seem to have gotten away from me since I've become more busy. Like, I like to drive in my car and just talk to God. I want to stay consistent. These things around us, they tend to make us come out of our consistency, come out of the things that we know are good to keep in our lives so that we can maintain our relationship with God, maintain our sanity. We get so busy that it's hard to keep those things up. And we have got to decide, like, I'm going to have some consistency. This helps me keep my sanity. I don't care if I got to pull up and when I'm at the light, I'm praying. You know, maybe as soon as my kids get out of the car, when they go to school, I am praying. I'm talking to you, Lord, like, Lord, thank you for this day. Like, whoo, this is a chaotic day. This is a beautiful morning, though. Like, I'm talking to him like that. Like, I love this so much. It helps me feel so, so close to him. So I encourage you to keep up those things that help you keep your sanity. And I'll say as much as you can. And yes, I mean as much as you can, because I know some things you know that you used to do, like you might not be able to do anymore, like right now, or as often as you used to. Like, say you're somebody that likes to be pampered or get pampered or have that self-care time. You know, sometimes we're not able to get to it that much, you know, and I understand that you need your sanity. But I'll say this. While I understand that you might not be able to get to those things as often as you used to, don't let go of the other things that have to do with your relationship with God. He is literally the glue to your life. You know, it's one thing to get your toes done, get your nails done, go get your whatever else done. That is, yes, we need those things. But one thing that you need more than the air you breathe is your relationship with God. He continues to every single day give you the things that you need to walk through whatever it is that you're going to walk through. And there's only one who can tell us what we're going to walk through, what our lives are going to be like. And that's God. He knows what you're going to face in that day. He knows what you're going to face later on down the line. And we need that communication with him. There is something beautiful that continues to mold our hearts in a way that is still cultivated to be good ground for his word, and cultivated in a way that is not that is not causing it or not allowing it to get so hard that nothing can get in or out, that God can't speak to us and God can't use us, and we can't experience love anymore. Like, we need that. Like, as we go on throughout the day, things happen, and this relationship with God, it does all those things. He helps you throughout your day, gives you what you need. He also continues to condition your heart. You know, when you condition your hair, or when you put fabric softener in your clothes, or all those things are meant to keep your hair in a certain condition and keep your clothes in a certain condition where it's kind of soft and not so rigid after, the washing, and that's the same thing that God is doing. He is conditioning your heart. After everything like that you go throughout the day, throughout your life, it can strip away those things that keep your heart soft and pure. And God continues to condition your heart so that it does not get to that place that the enemy wants to get to. And so I just encourage you to keep up your relationship with God. I don't care if it is you reading a scripture early in the morning. I don't care if it's you, talking to him, saying a few words, or having some quiet time, or listening to your music on the way to school, to work, whatever it is, listening to music that is worship music or praise music. And I encourage you to keep that up. Like, when you get in these situations where you feel like life is chaotic, that is the time to beef it up. I know it feels contrary to what you naturally want to do. You want to be like, I ain't got time to do that. That's the time to beef it up, because that's the time where it can become an area of weakness and vulnerability, a space for the enemy to get in, because everything is coming at you. You need to beef it up at that time, because you need that extra support. You need that extra help. Some of you are thinking about how you don't have that extra help out in the real world. Like, you need somebody to help you with the kids, somebody to help you with your cars, your whatever is going on in your life. And let me tell you that God knows how to send someone. He knows who to send. He knows when to send someone. And whatever it is that God is doing, you just want to make sure that you are right there saying, God, listen, all that I have is from you. All that I have is from you. And if you don't send it, I don't have it. So God, if it's right now, you're not sending this or that, listen, I know that you know what I need, Lord, and I continue to ask you for it because I believe that you're going to provide it. You said you would provide it for me. So Lord, I'm just going to keep my confidence in you. Like, that's what your posture needs to be. Make that your posture. I know it's difficult, but continue to trust God for the things that you need. Continue to trust God in this chaos. It's time to show and prove. It's time this is the testing now. So everything that you've learned, everything that you know, you utilize that. It's crazy around here. And I know it's crazy there. But continue to trust God. Continue to hold on. If you know somebody that's going through this, send it to them so that they can be encouraged this morning. I want to say something before I'm going to read you a few scriptures. But I want to say something. You guys, if you are now starting things back up, as far as classes, as far as work, as far as you got some new business endeavors that you've taken on, whatever it is, make sure that you begin to structure your life in a way that's going to help you stay sane. One thing that can help you go insane real quick is that being overwhelmed. And a lot of times we are overwhelmed because we do not prepare. And if you haven't seen that video about being overwhelmed, then please go see it. It's called Death Valley. I will link it up here and in the description. I'll link both of the videos that I referenced today in the description, and I'll link them up top. Okay. So, one of the things that keeps us going is or makes us where we're losing it rather, is that not being prepared. Start trying to get ahead of your things. Like right now, this is a Monday morning that I am recording this for you guys, so I can have it out for you on Tuesday as I promised. And I'm trying to get ahead of it. I know that later on I have to get on class. I know that I'm not going to have time to do it. I know that it's getting later on in the morning. I'll have to go ahead and clock in and do my work. I know that the later it gets, the less time I'm going to have to do this. So I'm trying to knock this out right now. So get ahead of the things that you know you have to do. I also have to do something else for the church this morning, and I have to do that before I get started. Try to get ahead of these things. Don't start letting them just overtake you. I know sometimes it's like, I can't help it. It's so many things. But try to get ahead of it if you can. If you can, okay? The children's clothes, your clothes, get them out maybe the night before. Even if you got to get up early and iron them or whatever, at least get them out. You know what you're doing or whatever. So I'm just saying, those are just examples. Try to get ahead of those things, okay? We're getting busy, and it is like time to get ahead of those things. Begin to look at things that feed you. Watch YouTube videos, all the things that feed you and that uplift you. Things that, people that have like minds. Like sometimes I like to watch cleaning videos. Yesterday I was watching videos about marriage and how different people matriculated through marriage and all that. And these things were encouraging to me. I like to look at PureFlix. Just whatever it is, start using your tools. Y'all know I talk about the tools. Start using all of your tools, all the things that you know feed your spirit. Start using all of those right around now. It's time. If you need the sign that it's time, I'm giving you, this is your sign. It's time. So anyway, those were just a few things I wanted to encourage you to do. Here's the scripture, Joshua 1:9. I love to do this with my little girl. She has learned it now, and we learned to do it in a way where she can remember it. And it's because we watch Saddleback Kids. It's like, y'all look it up, Saddleback Kids. It'll be like different little animations from the Bible on there, and it's so awesome. She's like in it, so, and it was talking about how it'll talk about actually throughout. Is that it? Is it Saddleback Kids? Y'all, wait a minute. No, the Saddleback Kids is one we like to watch, but Bible Adventures is the one that teaches you the different scriptures, like teaches kids the different scriptures. So y'all go look at both of those. Anyway, I love this verse. It's Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. I love that. That's beautiful. Jeremiah 17:7 says, but blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. Don't look at these clothes. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Just look at the Lord, okay? Psalm 27:3. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. And that confidence is in God. Listen, whatever you want to look at as an army or as war breaking out, because right now it looks like a war broke out in this living room with this laundry, okay? It looks like war is breaking out because my son is wanting to play football. I got to get on class. How he gonna do that? I got to go buy his stuff for football. He's decided that he's going to play. Like, what? And then I got to pick up my daughter from school. Like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But yes, these things, it's like, oh my gosh, everything is breaking out. And it says, though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. Y'all, it's time to strengthen your faith. It's time to say, I'm going to rise up. You know what? You know how good it feels to go against the grain? It's not always easy. But right in that moment where it's hard, just try to do it sometimes. Like right in the moment where you know the enemy is leading you down that path of where you're getting a little depressed, you getting a little overwhelmed. Right then, I want you to let that rise up on the inside of you. Lord, first of all, ask God's spirit to live on the inside of you and to rise up when you need it, to help you stay connected to the Father, help you to understand what it is that he wants you to do, understand what it is that he's trying to tell you. Like, live inside of me, quicken my spirit, help me, help me, okay? And I want you to ask for that. And then during these times where it seems like things are going downhill, I want you to suddenly just act like you just, bipolar for a minute. I love all my bipolar people. I love you. I want you to act like you're bipolar for a minute and just out of nowhere, I want you to just say, though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. And that is in you, Lord. I am confident in you. Lord, you will help me with what I need help with. You got to speak against these things sometimes. Sometimes these things try to creep up and roll up on you like you just, that like, it don't care. Like, you know, it's like you a punk or something. Like you, absolutely not. The King of Kings lives inside of me. There is no way that I don't have the strength to overcome what I'm going through. There's no way. He already has given me what I need to get through this, and I'm going to lean completely into him and let him do this for me. Y'all, I was supposed to be on here for a little bit. And look at y'all. Y'all got me on here. All right, I have one more for you. Proverbs 3:25-26 says, have no fear of sudden disaster or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared. This is important because sometimes that is the fear. That's what fear looks like. You are sitting here with all of these things that are happening and you feel like it's going to close in on you. That's that fear from being overwhelmed. And this is telling you, don't fear that. Know that God is with you. A lot of the things that you'll see in scripture, a lot of the things you'll hear at church, or God may send some people in your life that will say things that are repetitive. Why do you need to keep hearing the same things over and over again? Because it's so easy for us to forget. It's so easy for that to get out of our minds when we are seeing all this stuff and we're experiencing all this stuff. Even the things that you don't want to hear, even the things you're rolling your eyes at, even the things that you are not listening to or you think you're not listening to, is getting in there. When you are completely like sick of like, it's part of, I'm gonna be honest with you, part of what I was watching yesterday about marriage and all of that, I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? Like, oh, really? Like, what do you mean y'all work through that? And it's, I guess, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess is how it happens. I was just frustrated because a lot of the things that I had experienced, I was like, I'm over it. You know, I just want this to be easy already. Okay. Like, I don't want to hear about this and how y'all made it through it and all that. But you know what? I kept watching because I want my spirit to be fed. I want to hear the things that I need, because even when you're not listening, your body is listening. Your ears, your everything is taking in what it is that you are exposing yourself to. Now, that's a little tip for y'all too, who always be like, I'm just going, and it's just a little bit of, and it's just, well, all I'm doing is, okay, it's getting in there. It's getting in there. So I don't know who that's for, but that's for the good stuff and the bad stuff. Okay. So I keep watching though, because I want my spirit to get it. Even if I'm not accepting it right now, a seed was planted that God can water later on. He'll bring that back to my remembrance. And that'll be another thing that he'll give me, another weapon that will help me continue the fight, because it's a fight. All right. So that's what I wanted to give you. I hope that these things helped you all. I love you so much. Y'all done made me excited this morning. I am so passionate about encouraging you, because this is not easy. And if you allow him, the enemy will come in and snatch away everything that you're trying to do, snatch away every bit of confidence that you have, snatch away every bit of joy and peace that you have. And he will bring you to a place where you just can't do anything. You don't feel anything. You can't overcome. And that happens to so many of us. I've been there. So I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know that you can get up. I don't care what it looks like. That's why we walk by faith and not by sight, because the things that we see tell a different story than what our faith is telling us. Our faith it comes from God. So that's what we can believe. That's the final word right there. So that's why we walk by faith. So I hope that encouraged somebody. Listen, I want you, if you have a prayer request, if you know that there is something that you need somebody to intercede for you on, you need somebody praying for you about, I want you to please leave your prayer requests. If you don't feel comfortable with leaving it below in the comments, I want you to go over to my website. It is actually the website for the nonprofit that I am starting up. It's called thewalkministries.org. Go there, and in the comments, there'll be a little contact form below, and it'll say that, if you have questions, concerns, or if you have prayer requests or whatever, please leave them here. You leave those, I will get those directly, and I will pray for you. I want you to leave those. Please, please, please. We don't get through this by ourselves. Another avenue that you can use, I've used this recently and I love it, is Way FM, the prayer wall. If you just Google Way FM prayer wall, it'll come up. There you can anonymously, or you can use your name. You can put your prayer request on their prayer wall, and there it'll be posted there. People can go on there and read it. They can click on I prayed for this, and you will get a notification when they've prayed for it. How awesome is that? I love that. I love it. I've gotten notifications throughout the day. Just boop, someone prayed for you. That encouraged me to go on there and do the same thing. Just yesterday, I went on there and prayed for some people. I went all the way. I scrolled all the way back. I was like, I want some people to know that those prayer requests that they posted a long time ago, somebody is still praying for them, that God is still sending people to intercede on their behalf. I love that. And that is so beautiful, and it's so effective. So that's another avenue. I just want to give y'all all the tools. Okay. So I love you so much. I will try to link it in the description, that prayer wall as well. And I'll link the link to thewalkministries.org so that you can go on there and see. Okay. Hoping to do many wonderful, encouraging, exciting things over at the nonprofit, The Walk Ministry. So yeah, praise God for that. Love you so much. I hope that helps somebody. You know what I always say? My journey with God has been just that, a journey. And it's one that I know I was called to share with you. And so I just want to thank you for joining me week in and week out on The Walk Live.